quick video on how to find authentic resources for your EL students in your mainstream classroom. So we're talking about math, science, social studies, English, elective classes, the whole bit. So how are we going to do that? We're going to use some tools that you have used before, most likely have used before, but we're going to use them in a little bit different way. So step one, let's go to Google Translate. So while we're going to Google Translate, I want you to work along with the video, and I want you to think, what are we covering next in class, okay? And so be thinking about that, and I'm actually going to do this. This is not something I've run through, so I'm just going to show you kind of real time what it looks like. So I'm going to go to English. Let's choose our language that we're wanting to translate it into. You can choose Spanish. You can choose whatever. I want to use a language that I don't know. I'm going to go over to let's use Arabic. I've used that one before. And think about, what are we learning in my mainstream class? So I'm thinking, all right, science. So I'm going to put in earthquakes. Okay, but different waves for earthquakes. Because you know how they do like a P wave, S wave, all that good stuff. I'm going to put explain different waves, maybe different earthquake waves for children. Okay, so I have no idea what the thing on the right says, but I'm going to take a gander and say, hey, it must be explain different earthquake. Oh, that's terrible. Earthquake waves. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. Okay, so it's simple. A lot of us, what we do is we go and find this like PDF, which is great, and then we translate it, which is great, but it's not perfect because you're going from one language to another, so you're already working with something that's translated, so it might be a little off, and it actually might be at a reading level above where your kids are. So now let's go to YouTube. And I bet you're catching on. What we're going to do is we're going to paste in the thing that we just created. And I'm going to hit enter. Now, do I know Arabic? No. I could say like 4 words in it, right? But I can kind of look at stuff, and some of this stuff I'm like, what the heck is this? Okay, so there we go. Like, it's saying wave like this. This is not what we want. We want something like this, but we want it in Arabic. Okay. I don't know about this guy. He looks exciting though, you know. So let's just do this. I'm going to think, oh gosh. No, I don't want the perfect. There we go. Made it alive. Now here's the deal.
نتيجة الضغط الشديد
Ooh.
المتراكم وتطلق كمية كبيرة من الطاقة تكون على شكل موجات زلزال من العوامل الأخرى التي قد تتسبب في حدوث الزلازل.
This is looking pretty good, because check this out. I don't know what he is saying. He could be trying to sell me a ShamWow for all I know. But he's got arrows and stuff, and it's moving. It's looking pretty good. So I could share this with my students, you know, and then maybe, just maybe, this is looking like more like volcanoes. Yeah. So it's not perfect. Let's say I like it, but it's not quite what I wanted. So let's try this. I'm going to go back and change what I was talking about. Earthquake. S wave. P wave. Now let's just try that. I'm just going to do it like that. Nothing special. Oh, I'm an idiot. Stop it now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now what's going to happen? Oh, that's better.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. موضوعنا اليوم أنماط الموجات الزلزالية. أشرنا في فيديو سابق أن تسجيل هزات زلزالية
All right. Now, P wave, S wave, L wave. Perfect. Okay. The guy sounds maybe a little boring,
يظهر لنا 3 أنواع من الموجات الزلزالية.
But-
أعلت به. نزيد
he's explaining how it's working.
الأحمر وهو عبارة
It's
عن
a 3-minute video. I think we found a winner. So do you see how this works? So once again, you're still using Google Translate, but you're just translating the idea. And then you're going in, stuffing that into YouTube, or you can do it into Google in general. And then you're finding something that's authentic. In other words, the guy who's speaking, that's his language, right? So how awesome is that?
المادة المكونة للطبقات الصخرية التي تمر
And once again, I have no idea what he's saying,
في نفس
but I'm like,
انضغاطي تمددي
it looks like he's
تمدد
telling them how it works.
تابع.
So why do we do this? Number one, it helps your EL students understand the concepts, okay? Because the EL student, well, let's back up. Your normal student in your classroom, they come to your classroom, their only battle is your course content because you're speaking their language and they're listening in their language, right? EL students have two battles. They have your content battle and the language battle. If you can help them understand the content battle in their own language, that's going to make the language battle a little bit simpler to conquer because they understand the concepts and now it's going to make sense. The problem is well, if they have no idea what you're talking about in any language and then they're trying to learn a new language about something they have no idea what it is, that's tough, right? And so help them win one of those battles early. And then, of course, as the mainstream teacher, even if it's a beginning level student, you can just say, hey, you know what? We're going to look at 5 vocabulary words, right? I want you to do P wave, S wave, and match it with the images of it, okay? Well, they can get that from here, right? You can say, I want you to know the word earthquake. I want you to know the word focus, whatever the terms are that you're hunting down. Never just give them the video and don't link it to language because your EL student needs that. And even if it's low, like if the standard's here and your EL kid can't get it, well, that's okay. Language is difficult. If they're brand new, they're not going to be able to explain the differences of geographical formations from different earthquakes, but they can identify it if you help them get that footing and then go in and say, hey, these are the vocabulary words I want you to know. I want you to match this. Low-level demands on language to answer the questions, but ramp it up, and they'll get there. That's all I got for you. And, of course, you can do this in any language with Google Translate, of course. And that's it. Have a good day. Put this to work today in your classroom. You can do this. Thanks.